Shut up and sit down.
Good evening, everyone. Or morning. What does Truman say? Yeah, the president, Harry S. Truman. What did he say? Walk broadly and carry a big stick. Just kidding. That's Teddy Roosevelt.
Gotta be honest, I don't know. I'm not really up to date on my president's speech.
Well, I was meaning Truman from The Truman Show with James Carrey.
Jimothy Carey.
In case I don't see you again, good afternoon, good morning, and good night. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Good day, good evening.
I just
don't
hope
care.
that everyone's having a great time.
Yeah, me too.
It is, as of right now, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
also,
frick.
Hello, my name is Heather.
I'm Sam, I think.
So it's Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, every single one of you beautiful little people. Yeah.
How do you feel about Valentine's Day?
I think it's a scam.
Wonderful.
I really don't like Valentine's Day. I am not one for romance. I don't like romance. I don't like Valentine's Day. I think Valentine's Day is it's a very much a Hallmark holiday. So
I liked it during elementary school.
yeah.
I think it was just because everyone was in on it.
And I was an attention whore.
Honestly, so was I.
So
I was never actually satisfied.
I didn't like any of the candy from Halloween. What? From Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry, you felt that way.
I really don't like those. Okay. I don't like the super sugary candies, like the sugar hearts or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Or like those pixie sticks are okay, but I think those also
That's
are too.
straight sugar.
I know, that's what I don't like.
I know, but you said pixie sticks are okay.
Did I?
Yeah, you said pixie sticks are okay, and then I debunked your thing, and then you were like, I know, that's why I don't like them.
It's okay. Some of them are okay.
Okay.
I don't know which
Some
ones,
pixie sticks are
but
okay.
some pixie sticks are very okay.
I used to like all different kinds of candies, and now if I have the choice...
What?
I don't know. I don't really like candy that much.
What is your favorite Valentine's Day candy? I've got mine.
I don't know. My dad used to give us those like chocolate oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really nice. And then I would get like a chocolate rose or something. I don't think I have any like favorite Valentine's Day candy, just because like the candy that I do like isn't like, it's not just
Yeah.
it's not just for like one holiday.
Yeah.
It's a year-round kind of treat.
I like
Rocher or whatever it's called.
I like Fun Dip a lot.
You know what? I kind of like Fun Dip too.
Fun Dip's pretty good. Sugar time with your me stick. That's a Rhett and Link reference for y'all.
One of many.
Yes. I also like what do I like? Nerds, that's what they're called. And Pop Rocks.
Are those considered Valentine's
I'd say.
candies?
That's the kind of Valentine's Day candy I got.
Oh, okay. I guess they had like...
There was never like chocolatey. It was always like fruity, like lollipops and stuff like that. I've also never called it a lollipop. Suckers.
I was kind of confused. You said that and I was like, I'll let it slide. But I don't understand.
Lollipops is like a term for like the 60s, I feel like.
I know that like lollipops and suckers are supposed to be the same thing, but I only
They're
picture
different.
lollipops as like
The big swirly ones.
the really big, like colorful, swirly ones that are completely impractical to actually eat.
I agree.
I had one that it didn't taste good. I also had a giant Jawbreaker on a stick.
I
got
liked
to the middle of
Jawbreakers.
that thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat the whole thing.
I've always hated Jawbreakers. I never found... I was always also very afraid of breaking my teeth. So, like...
I've broken one open before with my teeth.
Oh, I think when you've broken your teeth.
No. No, I would cry.
I feel like I could easily break one. Not with my teeth.
Maybe.
But just like...
Do you have a lot of cavities?
Yes.
I've never had cavities.
I know.
Or they've lied to me.
You
I
and
don't
Jeff
know.
Goldblum.
Jeff.
But what was your thing? Did you? No, probably not. So the people that I bank with, we. I don't know. Oh no. My dad would always have to drive up into like the little drive-through part, and deposit his check in a little tube, and go.
Little sucker.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
Oh my god.
The suckers at banks are so good.
The last time I went home.
Like with little rings. Sorry, continue.
With little rings?
Yeah, the ones I got, they were like they were brandless. It was just a sucker with like a I don't know, like a ring. Like I could put it like on my finger, and like it was still like your stereotypical.
I know. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Is it like a paper?
Yeah.
Like, ring.
The paper ring that went in like yes. It made like kind of a U shape, and then the U, like the top of the U, was the sucker part.
I don't know why those slap so hard.
They are so much better than like Dum Dums and shit like that.
Yeah. Okay. But okay. My story.
Okay. All right.
So I went last time I went home. I went to the bank with my sister, and we didn't feel like getting out of the car, so we went through the drive-through thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a joke about getting a sucker, and my sister was like, "Can we have a sucker?" We were the only ones there, so like we were making direct eye contact with the guy behind the glass, and he was like, "Do you want a sucker?" And I was like, no, I don't want it. It was a joke. No. And then my sister was like, yes, we would like a sucker.
Oh.
He was like, one for each of you?
Yes.
And she was like, yes. And I was like,
Yay.
stop it.
Do you just feel like demeaning? Do you feel like childish?
I feel like I'm disrupting their day.
All they have to do is grab to their right and grab a sucker.
I understand, but like, you know... Have you ever had, like, a grown-ass person come up, like, and trick-or-treat just to, like, get free candy? Yeah, I don't...
I mean, I was the grown-ass person.
Yeah, okay, I can't do that. I would just feel... I'd feel very judged. So I made a joke about the sucker. I got the sucker. They were not good.
I love Halloween so much. Just want to throw it out there. Just because I like dressing up. But, yes. Well, what? The bank suckers?
Yeah, the ones that they have, like, I don't know. It was just, they did not taste good.
Oh, no.
And, like, they've had a couple, okay, bank suckers and doctor's office suckers are different. And they're both brandless, but they're both very, like, the doctor office ones, it looks like he melted a bunch of crayons together.
We didn't have the same doctor office suckers.
Well, we didn't have the same doctor.
Oh, yeah.
But it just kind of like, it had a bunch of colors in it. And
Actually, I never got suckers from doctors. Sorry.
Damn, you missing out.
I always get stickers.
I would get stickers too. I had to get, I had to get shots, when I went to the doctor, like, for my last, like, thingy. I don't know, whatever. And I was going out and I was like mad about it. I was like, I got shots and all like needles. And then I was like, I'm gonna get a sticker. So I got an Avengers sticker. And I got the Hulk and I was like, I'm strong.
Nice.
Am strong.
I love it. When I was a kid, whenever I got stickers from the doctors, they always gave me like very large ones, like probably like a 3x3-inch sticker.
Yeah, they're huge.
3, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, 3x3. Probably. Anyway.
Why not?
Yeah. And
2.5 by 2.5 is a little too clunky.
Yeah, can't do that. And I used to take them and I used to stick them onto the side window of the car. What?
You used to stick the stickers onto a window
of my car, of our van that we had.
Oh no! Okay, go on.
And like I was like, wow, I'm going to fill this thing up with all the stickers. It's going to be completely covered by stickers. I hope they're not going in to get the key, because we have the key. Hold on. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I'm just not going to look at them.
Great. It's a great idea.
Sorry, there are people outside who are scaring us right now.
It's very hard not to look at people outside of the window.
It is. It's very difficult.
It doesn't feel natural to just stare at you, though.
They went in there. And the lights are on, I think.
I see that.
Did they go all the way in?
I see a man.
Which one is it? The bald one or the tall one?
The haired one.
The haired one. The one pretending to hair.
The baldless?
I'm just gonna look. Alright, they're good. Anyway.
Does baldless work? Do you prefer baldless or haired?
Oh my god, that's like a double negative. Also, I hate double positives. But I first want to finish my story. Where was I?
I'm so sorry.
I was saying something.
No bank sticker. I'm gonna fill up the whole window.
And I think I only had like 6 stickers on there anyway. So I had whatever stickers the doctors gave me, and I had a Menard sticker, and I think that was it. But
like you.
I didn't fill it all the way up.
But you put stickers on a car window.
On the inside of the car window.
I don't know why that's so hard for me. I feel like it just sounds so illegal. Like if I think taboo. About like how but like illegal, like turning on the inside light in the car, like while your dad's driving.
Oh, okay.
Like that's illegal.
Yeah, air quotes illegal. Your dad's like, no.
Yeah, illegal. He's like, you can't do that. Or, like, you can't have balloons in the car.
Yeah.
I would always have to, like, hold it down. I was like, oh, don't get pulled over. But when you just let go outside, they can't arrest you. What was I saying? Oh, but I feel like if I put, like, just a regular sticker just on a window in my car, my dad would just be like, lipstick in my Valentino white bag?
Well, like, I feel like it's different, though, because...
Okay.
I don't know. Well, first off, you can get a sticker off a window real easy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like those stickers that are on, like, the bottom of cups.
Goo Gone.
Well, yeah, that's exactly... What?
Just a real quick fuck paper stickers.
Mm-hmm.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I put one on my laptop for 2 seconds, and...
Yeah, you're not going to get that off.
I did.
Oh.
I did, and I told you about it, and you forgot about it.
You have to use isopropyl alcohol, Goo Gone, or I think you can use makeup remover.
I used makeup remover because it was...
Because that's alcohol.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's... If I say oil-based, does that sound plausible?
No, that's right.
Okay, great, because I use that. It's like the micellar...
Mycelium?
Nope. Thingy. And I use that. It's just kind of it's very like oily and greasy, so it just breaks it down and then you can take it off. And now it looks like there wasn't ever a sticker on my laptop.
What the hell? I was researching how mushrooms, like for pizza or whatever, like button mushrooms and stuff. I was like, actually, how are those mass produced? Because they, for the most part, just kind of grow naturally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, spores and stuff, but, like, you can't really harvest spores, I thought. Well, I looked into it, and apparently they just have a really dark room, and in the dark room, it's also very shallow, I'm assuming for multiple layers. Just look up mushroom, I don't know, mushroom farming, I guess.
Mushroom mass production.
Yeah, I think that's actually what I looked up.
Great.
But, it just looks like a scene from like a horror movie where it's like just like this white like mass growing on the floor, because like there's no like formal way, like they don't grow in like rows like corn or something like that. They just kind of like appear and they grow hard. Are you looking it up?
Yes, I am.
It's crazy. Have you seen it?
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's like, because they're all kind of like stuck together.
Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Seeing this, though, makes me uncomfy.
Yeah. Mass production. I'm looking
What's
it
that
up as well.
one? Is it morel mushrooms?
What are those?
They're like fancy, expensive mushrooms. And you can go like morel hunting.
I don't know.
Ew.
Yeah, the button mushrooms.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Please look it up. It's so nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's like, it's cool, but it's like... Ugh.
Did you ever, did you say you've seen Spiderwick Chronicles, Heather?
Yes, I have. It's been a while, though.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was really into the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Spiderwick Chronicles.
I was really big into the Spiderwick Chronicles. And we used to buy this cereal that gave us a different book.
I did that.
Did you
I
really?
have one still. Yeah.
I used to have all of them. I think I might still.
I had one, and my sister had one.
And I used to read them all the time. I like those. And
Spiderwick books.
yes. And we, I ended up like renting books from the library and stuff, all about the Spiderwick Chronicles. And I was known as that weird kid for a while who could like see fairies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was one of those kids.
You know what?
And
I can't judge you because I probably did something worse. I would make up songs during like recess, and I'd be like walking by myself and like running my hands along the fence. Just kind of like narrating what I was doing, but like singing.
I've caught myself listening to like Metallica and stuff and walking around strumming my belly.
I do that too.
Like a guitar.
I do like the drum beats or whatever.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I probably look like a nutcase. I'm also like mouthing to the lyrics.
I do that during every single song.
If I'm listening to like metal or something, then I have a very angered look on my face. And if I'm like mouthing to someone while I have an angry look, it probably looks like I'm just like threatening them. Like across the street I'm like,
you're baring your teeth at them.
Yeah, right?
Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Spiderwick Chronicles, you talked to fairies. You were the weird kid.
Yeah.
Were you done?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I was just going to say like I was really big into it. Oh, no, you're right. You know, in that movie when they said like
that you were hurt for a second.
Whoa.
Go on.
So you know how like in that movie they put like salt on the doors to keep like the bad ones out and like the mushroom rings and stuff. Well, we had like a lot of mushroom rings in my my lawn, my backyard, and I have like no trees or anything, so it's just like an open plain. And whenever I'd mow the lawn, I'd always like, because you're supposed to like squish them and like destroy them, or else they're gonna like hurt your soil or something. I don't know.
I thought it was weeds.
Well, yeah, that too. But like, whenever we saw a mushroom in like any kind of grass, I always had to go up and like squish it to hell. I don't know why, but like somebody did it once and they told me to do it, so I've always done it.
Must have taken a long time then.
Huh?
Yard work must have taken a long time then.
Well, like what I ended up doing, so like I have a riding mower, and I used to it's a 0 turn, so like each wheel is its own bar. So like I got the 2 bars that come up in front of me, and then if I move the right bar, then the right wheel turns. If I move my left bar, it's like 2 separate motors, if that makes sense. So, I used to like go up to the mushroom ring and then basically like do a burnout on the mower and tear up the grass and like the part where the mushroom rings were, because I was like, we can't have these, that's disgusting.
Disgusting.
So I used to always just take those down, make sure there were no mushroom rings, but they're also really pretty at the same time, and like I was always so like impressed by them. Fun fact.
Look at you growing.
Yeah, well, like I was like, why? Why do they grow like that? I mean, they're alive, but they don't know that they're in a circle. Fun fact: usually the reason they do that is because they're nurturing off of roots in trees. So if you ever see like a line of mushrooms following a tree, it's probably feeding off its roots.
Interesting.
But if you see a mushroom ring, what it's actually doing is underneath that, it's one big root connected. So all the mushrooms, it's taking in like nutrients and like I think like sunlight and stuff and bug stuff. I don't know, and it's being fed to the
sunlight and bug juice.
Bug juice and sunlight. Bug juice is actually a drink, but I'll get back to that.
Not as good as I remember.
No. The mushroom ring, like underneath the soil, they're all connected, so they all kind of feed off of each other. So anyway, bug juice. What is bug juice from? Is it its own thing?
I think so. I have no idea.
I remember it. Oh my gosh, do you remember Yoo-Hoo's?
I love Yoo-Hoo.
I also love Yoo-Hoo.
I wanted one time, and my dad was like, "Give me one." So we shared a little Yoo-Hoo, and it was hold on, let me grab a buzz. It was actually really good. I do kind of want to get back to the mouthing the words to songs.
Yeah.
Because I do that relentlessly. If I'm listening to any song, like first of all, I don't like listening to songs that I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I get frustrated that I don't know what's gonna like happen next, and so usually I can predict like the beat. So if someone's showing me a song and I'm like humming along to like the rhythm. They're like, "Have you heard this before?" I was like, "No, I have not."
Never.
I'm just a band kid, or
Yeah.
I really like music.
Yeah.
And so I do that, whatever. But like, if it's so satisfying to like know all the words to a song,
It
especially
really
if
is.
it's like fast paced.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I feel like I'm on top of the world. Especially if I'm angry. If I know all the words to an angry song, then I'm like, no one can beat me, and it's awesome. But I just feel bad because I don't see anyone doing the same thing. If I see anyone like mouthing along to the words,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like a, and then they're done. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a weirdo, but I don't care.
I've always been like the kind of kid. I love listening to music as my like little my theme.
Outlet?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like just background music is what I meant to say. Like
Yeah.
background for my life.
I get that.
If I could listen to music like all the time, I probably would. But like, I don't know. I love listening to music. Speaking of which, oh my gosh, once we get started with the radio thing, so like, I usually do a radio show this year, or I mean, the beginning of this year rather. But I've been quote unquote promoted to a specialty show with Heather. We're doing.
That's me.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh my god.
We're doing a rock review, and we're going to be
yeah.
recording it and publishing those as well as podcasts. We'll see what happens with that. We might slow down pace with these and produce because those are going to be every week, and I don't know if we can do 2 of those every week with editing and such. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, so expect that, a little rock review. It'll be more clean, more family friendly.
Yeah.
More, because it's actually on the air. It's actually over the radio. So we'll have to be careful with what we say. Can't do anything stupid.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
It might even be better.
Yeah. Actually, might be better than this.
Yeah, right? So
I am really excited for that.
it'll be either an hour or 2 hours, or we can split it up so we can do one artist 1 hour and another artist the other hour. Because regardless, we'll be in there for 2 hours. But we'll see what happens. It might even make production a little bit quicker if we do it 2 separate podcasts.
Yeah. We just can't we can't decide if we want to do an album or an artist. And sometimes I feel like an artist would be easier, but an album would be so straightforward.
Yeah.
But I might have more opinions. I don't know. Which I guess is a good thing.
Because usually, like, my biggest problem is that usually artists release their songs in a certain theme per album. For example, if you look at like 21 Pilots or like Metallica or something like that, 2 very different artists, they have like a theme that usually goes with every.
2 of your favorites. Go on.
Yeah, a theme that goes on with every album. Like Saint Anger usually sounds very similar, and like Blurry Face sounds very similar as well. So there's different like themes that usually go on, and then we pick out like what our favorite song would be from each album.
Yeah.
So.
For some reason, I really want to talk about the Pixies. I just can't get it out of my head. I want to talk about the song Hey, and Monkey Gone to Heaven, and Where Is My Mind.
There was one song that I liked called Pixies.
Yes, that is different, but it's also a very good song. I had that stuck in my head the other day.
The one that I showed you?
Yeah.
You know that song? Do you only know it because I showed it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
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 It's nice. It's one of those songs that, like, you just kind of, like, if you want to listen to some calming music for a while and just, like, sit back, then there you go.
Then there you go.
Very nice. I do that, okay. It's like a 7-minute long song. It's called Intro by the XX.
Yeah.
And only the 7-minute long version. I don't like the shortened version. I don't know why it's a thing. But I listen to that, and it's so beautiful.
I like the song "Oh Superman." Do you know that? You remember that one? It's the.
Hello? Is anyone home? I like the
quick.
beginning to that because it's like just a nice note.
Yeah.
And it's like breathy, but I laughed out loud when I heard it the first time.
Yeah, it's
because it just like it sounds like
Hello?
the girl Poppy or whatever on YouTube.
Dedos de Papi?
No.
That's the fingers of Daddy.
Okay. Daddy garlic fingers?
What? Hey, salad fingers?
Oh my god. Did you watch all of the videos or just like one?
They came out with a few more recently.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They
came out. They came out with new. What's the other creepy The other creepy ones.
Other than salad fingers?
Yes, but like creepy in its own way. It's kind of like a kids TV show, but it's very different. It's very messed up. Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Oh,
they came out.
I don't think I ever watched those. I just kind of knew they were a thing.
Those are spooky.
Interesting.
But I think they might have come out with more salad fingers. I can't remember.
I think there were 10 episodes or videos or whatever of salad fingers.
Well,
I was forced to watch all of the llama ones.
The two llama thingies?
Oh.
Yeah, I hated those.
I had to watch them all in order at the same time.
Yeah, my friend also.
I did like Charlie the Unicorn though. Just like the first two ones.
I forgot about that.
I thought it was very funny. Also, he sounds like Bob's Burgers, if that's whatever.
You're right, he does. The guy from Bob's Burgers. What's that other one as well? Oh, did you ever watch ASDF movies?
Yes.
Those were good. Look up any of these. This is all like 2008 humor.
Wait, there's 11? Did I watch
there?
the 11th one?
Want to look at the release date? Anyway, I watched this one Salad Fingers
12 months ago.
Wow, a year.
So I guess.
Wow, 1 year.
I don't want to have to catch up on Salad Fingers.
Yeah.
I did watch his videos. The one where he gave birth scarred me.
Oh yes.
He just lies down on his bed, which is like a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's dying more than usual. And then this black sludge just shoots out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, it's my baby.
Yeah.
And then
my old manager from the grocery store did a really good Salad Fingers impression.
I thought I did for a while, but I also have kind of forgotten what he sounds like, so I don't want to try it right now.
Oh.
I just know that he likes some good old rusty spoons. The way that they feel against his salad fingers is almost, quote, orgasmic.
Yeah, he did say that.
End quote.
Yeah, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That was wild. No, I want to finish that thought first. I watched Salad Fingers, the deeper meaning video. I love watching deeper meaning videos. And it's
ever delve deep into that.
It's about a war veteran who's got PTSD or something, and I don't know.
He talked about the war, didn't he? That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, he talked about him being in the war.
Did he have a dead friend? I feel like
he straight up had a corpse.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
He owned a corpse or somewhere. I thought he had it in a hole or something.
That's what I'm picturing it.
It was a long time ago I watched these, so I don't remember. But then he also had his puppet friends, who apparently his puppet friends were actual friends from the war, and I don't know. But those were always very interesting, and I'm pretty sure he used to eat the people. By the way, the people he killed.
He put one in the oven one time.
Did he?
Yeah.
What, the puppet or the people?
The people.
Yes.
Oh my god, the neighbor or whatever that just kind of screamed.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Oh wow, it's so creepy. They did such a good. David Firth, wherever you are.
Yeah, I've been doing these this thing, that spooks Heather, where I twist my wrist around, okay, so
where he's coming elbow first.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So if you got a platform in front of you, put your hand on the platform, and then rotate on your middle finger, the tip of your middle finger. Put your elbow in front of you, so that your wrists are now facing outward as well as your elbow. See if you can put your palms flat on the desk, and then see if you can walk or something with those hands.
I hate it.
Well, I the other day, I had the light off, and Heather was sitting in the corner of the room, and I did my little demon crawl, which is what I did, what I just taught you, where I put my wrists ahead of me, and I walk with my hands, and she was very scared.
I hated it. It made me very uncomfortable.
I think it's funny. Just because I like being a dick to people.
I hate it. It looks so creepy.
Yeah, it does.
I'm ready to, like, throw hands if you got closer to me. I stood up, and then I turned the light on, and it was just like, absolutely stop. Absolutely stop.
Yes, it was... It's fun. I mean, it's very scary, but it's very fun as well. I mean, it's fun if you're on this end of it.
Yeah. I know some people like being creeped out. I just don't. Like, I can't watch Lord of the Rings. I can watch the Hobbit movies, just not the one with, the part with, not the part with, Gollum, because he freaks me out. I can't look at a picture of him because I'm like, and my godfather, his wife and children.
Yeah.
Are like, no, he's so cute with his big eyes, and I'm like,
yeah,
no.
I also don't think Gollum is very attractive.
Yeah, I was
attractive's the wrong word.
bewildered at the fact that they were saying he was cute. I was like, I don't think anyone in their right mind would say that he's a cute character, but I guess
since you said,
there you go.
Right.
It was just so weird.
Did you have anything more about Pixies you wanted to talk about? I'm sorry for all the creaking. This chair is loud.
No.
No? Okay.
My sister had a fairy book. She also had a fairy club. Did you make a lot of clubs in, like, elementary school? Because I
clubs?
did. Or just, were you a part of them?
Yeah, I was a part of almost every club there was in my high school.
Oh, not high school. Elementary school.
Oh.
Like, did you literally, like, make clubs?
Oh,
Because I did.
no.
Like,
Well,
every single week.
There was one time in middle school. No, it was like elementary school, I think. I was a dick apparently. And you know Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yeah.
I made these sheets, these pieces of paper that labeled what every student in my class would be considered in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Where I was like, oh yeah, Alicia, I don't even know Alicia, is Greg, or something like that. Greg Heffley. And like,
oh no.
Yeah, I was a terrible kid. That was a terrible thing for me to do.
Did you know any Rodricks by any chance?
No.
No, I remember specifically one club, and it was the Cheetah Girls Club.
What the hell?
And we just kind of we had to have something cheetah print.
You were a cat girl? Heather's a
you
cat
shut
girl.
Your
She
mouth
likes to purr.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Meow.
Stop it.
You've heard it in the other episode.
No.
She goes, Row.
Yeah, okay. I do it sometimes because it's fun. It feels nice, and I do that when I talk to my cats when I go home.
Oh, so you are a cat girl.
No.
You confess.
My cats are cats, and I talk to them in their language.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat girl.
It's like when horse girls and whinny at their horses, because they can communicate.
Do they do that?
Yes, and when they run on all fours.
That's different.
I don't know.
I don't like. No, stop it. So, something.
Sorry, I'm like panting and grunting over here. I'm trying to tie my boots. Everyone
I'm
probably
note
like.
This down. I'm gonna start listening, and it's just.
Anyway, it's been hella snowy lately.
Ooh, it is. It's a cold one.
It is a cold one.
My little nosy.
In Chicago, near where I'm from, it is -7 degrees today.
Nasty.
With the wind chill making it feel like -25. That's what I read this morning. Here, it was 5 degrees, making it feel like -7.
God, we just want to be Chicago so bad.
Yeah, right? We're just like, can we please
borrow a bean?
There was snow on the bean recently, and it looked pretty cool, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My art history teacher was talking about the bean. I was like, I've been there.
You have. You can go inside the bean if you go on the inside. If you go underneath the bean.
Inside or underneath?
Both. If you go underneath the bean and you look up, there's a hatch. And I mean, there's no way you can do it yourself, but there's a way to get inside the bean.
Have you been in the bean?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, if you're like me,
like
you get
there's
in the bean.
there's a way to get in the bean though, which means that there's a reason to be in the bean. They're question,
watching us.
That's what I'm saying. What are they doing in the bean? What, like, maybe like, if you get in the bean, there's, like, an underground thing. What about, what, like, I've never seen anyone open up the bean. Why is that hatch necessary? You know what I'm saying?
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Who is it that... Oh, the tattoo boy.
Yeah. Okay, so, another topic right there. Good old Sammy boy got his bass clef touched up.
I did get my bass clef touched up.
Talk about the bass clef, my friend.
The bass clef was touched up.
Great.
On my shoulder, I have a piece that's, it's like a stenciled bass clef, because music's been a big part of my life. I sing and I play bone, and I do a lot with the bass clef. So I just I felt it necessary that I should get that a part of my life forever, because it has affected me. So on my right shoulder, kind of, on my bicep more so, I have a bass clef. And the first time I got it done, it was cheap and it was not very good. Which, I mean, you know, I paid my money's worth.
If you want something meaningful.
Yeah. So I got it redone. I just like touched up a little bit.
Added on to.
Yes. Just like certain stroke marks and stuff like that. Yeah, basically like finer points and stuff. And it looks very pretty now, I think. I feel like it looks very nice. I'm much more happy with it. I was still happy with it before, just not as happy. So, but no, it's a good time. I didn't feel it at all. Like in a 1 to 10 pain ratio or pain scale, I was at probably 2 or 3. So it didn't hurt at all. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
When I've gotten certain tattoos, when I've gotten all of my tattoos,
yeah,
I can like feel it. Like, it feels like it's ripping my skin. It doesn't like.
Do you remember what that one guy said about how a tattoo is actually like how a tattoo inserts ink into the skin?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after you're done with your thing.
Yeah, I just like I remember feeling it in all the places that I have a tattoo.
Yeah.
That it's just kind of like. I felt the needle like pulling at my skin, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it hurt more. It's like the feeling that I feel. And a lot of people, like when I get certain piercings or tattoos, then it's like, you're going to feel like it's on fire. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm preparing for that. When actually, like, my reality, it feels like what's happening is like the exact thing that's happening. There's a needle going into my skin. Or there's a needle going through my skin or in my skin. So that's what it feels like.
Yeah, like you can feel it. For those who are wondering what it feels like to get a tattoo, it doesn't hurt as bad as you think. After a while, you become numb of it.
Placement is definitely going to change how it feels, because like certain tattoos don't feel the same.
Yes.
I got one on like the front of my hip and it hurt.
Yeah.
So bad, but it was also a white tattoo, so it had to go deeper. So it's already sensitive skin. I
have two tattoos, one on my bicep and one in like near my elbow, and then I have another one on my chest, on my like.
I was about to say, I was like, I feel like you have more.
Well, I didn't think about it. I have one over my heart. It's an Irish clover, opposed to whatever the kind of clover. It's a clover. It's green. It's got like a little yellow in there. It's really pretty. It's over my heart for Irish heritage. Above my elbow is the original Metallica logo. If you look up Scary Guy, it's that guy. And then the bass clef I just told you about. The ones on my bicep did not hurt at all, or very much at all. They were there. Like I knew that. I knew he was giving me a tattoo. My bass clef one hurt a little bit. If I were to rank how they went, the one that least hurt the least was the one by my elbow, the Scary Guy. Then it was probably the bicep tattoo. And then, surprisingly, my clover over my heart was the one that hurt the most, which I hear like when I think about it, I feel like that one wouldn't hurt at all, because like if you go around pinching your body, like at the same force, you can usually find out where it's gonna hurt the least. So for example, the back is usually one place that doesn't hurt very badly.
Yeah.
The arm, the calf, the thigh, places that'll hurt are like knuckles.
Anywhere close to the bone.
Yeah, your jaw, your shoulder blades. I hear that hurts a lot.
Really soft skin.
Yeah. So, yeah, but when I got the one over my heart, oh my gosh, I was screaming. I wasn't screaming, but it hurt a lot. Josh was screaming.
Josh was screaming.
Josh got an orca, like right above his nipple, I think.
Yeah, I had him hold on to my 2 fingers because like that's what you're supposed to do, so that like
they don't crush
if they squeeze too hard, then they just kind of like fold over and like it's not gonna hurt that way.
Yeah.
When he released, I could see exactly where his fingers were.
Yeah.
Because like
where his fingers fold.
Yeah, if you grab like Play-Doh or something and you like make a fist with it, you can see like the little ridges where that's exactly what my fingers looked like. And I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, because we came back after hours to get our tattoos done, and Jake had like.
Does he have 5 tattoos now? No, 4.
Josh. He has the shark. He has the orca. He has the yes, that one, but I'm not there yet. Manatee. I thought he had one more, besides the Veni Vidi Vici. All right, well I guess that's it. He's got a Veni Vidi. We've talked about it before, and I put a picture of it up on the tattoos one. So if you're really that curious,
looks so awesome.
Yeah, it does look cool. If you're really that curious, go check it out. It's on the tattoos episode. I think it's episode 2 or 3. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of stinging pain, have you ever been stung by a bee or a wasp?
Yes. So glad you asked.
Do you have a story with it?
A wasp story.
All right.
Actually, I have a couple bee stories, so I'll let you go first.
Well, no. I'm gonna get myself some water from the water fountain, and you're gonna tell your bee/wasp story.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll be back. Speak to the audience, Heather.
I will. I intend
to. I want to hear your voice, because God knows they don't want to hear mine. Oh wait, give me the key and my wallet.
Okay, those are probably important. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry for
the
audience. Clanking.
Continue.
Oh. Great. Now that it's just us, how are you guys doing? You doing okay? Hanging in there? That's good. Glad to hear it. Enough about you. Back to me. So, let's go with wasp first because I have more bee stories that are basically the same story, just different bees. So the wasp. I was like 4 years old. I was at my summer camp. I don't really know what was going on because I was 4 years old, but I was over at my like jungle gym, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I was on a tire swing and I jumped on, was having a jolly good old time, and then I saw this big ass wasp just kind of fly up from the middle of the tire and say hello. Kind of buzz around and then leave, and then I'm like, that's interesting. I'm also terrified. And so I got up, and then like as soon as I realized that was like a wasp, like I had just been in contact with the monstrosity that is a wasp, I started feeling a really like sharp pain in my ankle. And I looked at it, my ankle, and there was just blood everywhere. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but like this is just what I remember, was that there was a lot of blood on my ankle, and then I was like screaming and running, and my dad came over and like hopped a fence, scooped me up, and then was like patching me up on the inside of like the little lodge. But who cares about wasps? Okay, you're here for the bee stories. I'll give you the bee stories. So I know I've probably been stung by a bee, but I just don't remember it. I do know, however, that I have killed several bees by sitting on them. So I had a shitty little slide in my backyard when I was growing up. It would like rock whenever you went on it, so like that's why I'm calling it shitty. I loved it though. And so I hopped on my slide and I slid down, whatever, like a normal child does. And then I was like, what are those two little spots on the slide? I will continue when he sits down.
I've returned, but I must interrupt the story with a quick news break.
I'm almost done.
Okay, then I'll listen to the rest. But we need to listen. After I'm gonna interrupt your story after this, because we need to listen to what's going on next door.
Okay, so real quick, I sat on a couple bees, and then I kept on doing that a couple different days during that same summer. What I would just sit up and then saw that I would be sitting on like two bees, but they're dead. They always came in twos though. I also don't know how I never got stung. Go on.
Okay, I have a bee story after this. So I'm gonna click a button that's going to have us listen to what's going on next door, and
quickly, don't waste time.
You can't hear it. That's the problem. Actually, I can make you hear it. Hold on. This is important. Hold on. Keep talking about it.
So I'm a bee killer, apparently. I never meant to be. It's not what I wanted to be. But it just happened.
Get it? Bee story, bee movie?
How did that work, though? How did I kill little bumblebees with my bum?
Your bomb.
My bum.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, this is a wreck.
I sat on so many and I just never got stung. But that damn wasp.
Why isn't this working?
I don't know. It's not mine. What's so interesting going on next
They're doing voice acting.
Interesting.
You might actually. I'll just have you come over here. I want to see if I can listen to it.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh.
Do y'all have to what? Well, do you all ever have to like feel how warm your seat is after you stand up?
I do it every time. Yeah, I do it. Anyway, so sorry if my voice sounds any different.
It's weird being over here.
All right, so I'm gonna turn it up now. It's not working. Hold on.
Yeah, this is great. It's surprisingly yummy.
What the hell is this?
Chew, chew, munch, munch. This is delicious. Munch, munch.
Yeah, this is what we're hearing next door. This is what's on air right now.
We have now entered the.
It looks like a dining room.
The dining room of the location we're in.
We can hear them though.
We have no idea what the backstory to this series is.
We've never played this before.
So we're just going at it.
All right. 10 a.m. Clean up
after
after breakfast.
Don't look at them.
I'm not.
Okay.
I was looking at the screen.
What the fuck is going on?
I know how to scam.
Ah, that was one heck of a meal. Cat food ain't so bad once in a while, too, meow.
When you're full, nothing really matters anymore, right?
Hey now, don't just sprawl over and roll around like that. You two, it's indecent.
Sonic, yeah. What's
We have now cut to the
Back to the kitchen. With
Back to the
cinnamon
kitchen.
and coconut.
With the main coconut.
Kitty-chan, the three of you look just like sisters lying down in an A shape together.
It's so specific.
Oh no.
Chan?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was concentrating on doing the dishes. I'm clumsy, remember? If I don't pay attention, I'll break the...
Oh.
That's what happens.
It broke. You hear that?
You're such a powerful cat, Nia-chan. Well, you only broke
There's so many different
Ozzy-chan's rice
characters.
bowl. It's not a
How
problem,
deep
so
does
don't
this
worry.
go?
Try to be a little more gentle and careful next time.
Okay, we can probably stop.
All right,
now.
we're
Yeah.
done now. This
Get back
is
to
over.
the
All right, it's done. It's gone. Get back in your seat.
I'm gonna try.
You should. I expect nothing less of you.
Wow. I've never listened to myself during these podcasts. That sounded
What do you
odd.
listen to then?
No, I've never had earbuds.
Oh, I see.
Because, the one time that there were some headphones in here, it did not work out the way I wanted it to.
I guess every time there's headphones in here, I have them, I guess. I guess. Anyway, I'm going to tell my B story, then we're going to wrap it up.
Tell it.
Fine.
God, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Ah!
Tell me your B story.
Actually, it's not my B story.
Well, then, why the hell?
It's my
are you
dad's.
telling me?
I'm copywriting
Okay.
it. I'm stealing it.
Plagiarism.
So my dad was a Boy Scout. He went to Boy Scout camp. Every little once in a while. He holds it above me. His Boy Scoutsness. No, I'm kidding.
He's always prepared.
Yeah. We have like a bow or something. I'm sorry, an arrow that has like different lines on it for different like badges, air quotes. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, my dad tells a story. I think he was at Boy Scout camp, and Robert
Frost.
Yeah, Robert Frost was my father. He said he went up to talk to one of his friends or something like that, and he rested his hands on this open aluminum pipe. And when he put his hand on the pipe, there was apparently a wasp's nest inside, and he got stung 5 times in the center of his palm, and he was in very much pain. Another bee story. The first time I've ever been stung.
I'm always afraid of that, by the way.
Getting stung in your palm.
Like whenever there's like a little
pipe.
Sure. And I just put my hand over it, like I hold on to it, and I'm like, no.
Something's gonna get inside it. Or,
yeah, but I've also been to like lake houses where like on the dock or something, like there's just spiders in there. I'm like, whoa.
And then the first time I got stung, I was playing outside at my aunt's house, my Aunt Jen, love you. Playing it out at her house, and a bee came up and stung me in the neck, maybe? I don't know.
The neck.
And it was either a bee or I think it was a wasp, actually. And that was the first time. The only other time I've ever been stung by a wasp
Wasps
or
are
anything.
merciless.
Yeah, they are.
I hate them.
I got stung twice in the head on my birthday. Because, yeah, like in the back of the head. Or no, it was like behind the ear. It was behind the ear. Like, but still like in the head. Me and my friend, Alex Schrolf, we're going to, yeah, my boy. Pulling out for my homie.
Go on.
He's like 6'3" now, I think. He's tall. But we went out to spray some like wasp killer at the wasps, and Alex had the wasp killer and tried to spray the wasp's nest. He got the wasp's nest. He killed, I think, 2 or 3 of them, and then the ones that like got out. I'm sorry, 2 or 3 were left alive, and one of them got out, found me, stung me in the back of the head twice, and I'm like, ah, because it hurt. I shit you not, it hurt a lot. And apparently we tried like different remedies, like rubbing like oils and stuff on my head.
Yeah, slap some mud on that bad boy.
Did you have any remedies to fixing bee sting?
No, just fucking deal with it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
Take the stinger out.
They somebody said
carefully.
if you take a penny and push it against the sting point, then it'll like eject the venom out of it from the copper, which makes no sense. So
Okay.
anyway, that is the end of this episode of Don't You Hate It, featuring the Weirdos Next Door doing their newscast. Okay, goodbye. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.